I posted this on Instagram and it went viral. Thousands of women resonated with it, and outgrowing your vision of success that you are known for, it is real. So hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Dr. Shelly-Ann, and I am a certified executive high-performance coach working with high-achieving women on sustaining their success. So in today's video, I will be sharing with you a topic that I think we're not talking about enough as high-achieving women, and that is outgrowing a version of success that you are publicly known for. So many of you are silently pivoting into versions of success that feel right for you, that feel more aligned. And some of you might be feeling really guilty about leaving that vision of success that you've built up for yourself. And some of you are also doing it in isolation. So how does outgrowing a version of success happen? And it really happens because you are a human being. You change, you evolve, you outgrow, and you become more aligned and intentional about what you are seeking to attract in your life. This is just human evolution. And so the version of success that you created for yourself, whether that was 5 years ago, 10 years ago, or even last year, is susceptible to being changed. As high-achieving women, I think it would be remiss of me to also not mention that a lot of times we build success on other people's approval, other people's expectations for our lives. And what happens is we're building visions of success on public expectation rather than on personal alignment. All of a sudden, there is this internal pull, a desire for more, or sometimes a desire for less. And there is this tension and contraction that happens. And you are like in the center of it and you have to choose. When you get to this point of feeling like you are experiencing a shift, not just in your desires, but a shift also in your identity, it is so hard to ignore. It's hard to keep pretending that this fits because it's like a suit that just got too tight for you and people can see it and you can see it as well. So I want to talk a little bit about the signs that you might be noticing that is telling you that you've outgrown that version of success. And number one is everything feels like a chore. Y'all know what I'm talking about? The things that you once loved, the things that lit you up, it now feels like a burden. You're going to do the task and it's like, oh, when will this come to an end? Everything just feels so much more burdensome and heavy. They literally no longer feel like choices, but now obligations. The second thing to look out for is this underlying restlessness, right? And it's like, you're doing so much, you're putting the effort in, but you're still restless. You're still feeling like there's something more that has to be done. And even though you're doing the things, there is just this feeling of you haven't done what you're supposed to do. And that feeling can create anxiety. It can create insomnia inside of you. It can create a racing mind. It can also create you doom scrolling and, just constantly seeking something. And so that restlessness is definitely a telltale sign. Another sign to look out for is that you are craving something beyond applause. You're craving something that's a little bit more meaningful, a little bit more long-lasting, a little bit more impactful. And it's no longer about performing, but it's more about presence and deep connection and intimacy with your own life. You'll start to feel this burning desire to slow down a little more, or a burning desire to be more authentic with what you feel is what you're supposed to do. And so that constant feeling of craving simplicity and authenticity is a surefire way to know that there is a new vision of success brewing for you. But I also want you to know that when you are experiencing these signs, there is such an emotional roller coaster ride that is happening inside your world. And I feel like a lot of women don't talk about that. Only when they get to coaching with me do they really unravel, unfold, and share these things. And it's this feeling of guilt or shame for wanting a new version of success. I mean, the success that you're enjoying, you've prayed for. The success that you're enjoying, you worked so hard for. And sometimes Wanting a different version of success can feel like you're betraying your own effort. You're betraying God's will over your life. And the people that have supported you along the years, you feel like, you are doing them a disservice by not sticking to the plan or by not being grateful for what it is you have. And that emotional journey of guilt can really stop us from pivoting. The other emotional experience that you may be having is a lot of fear. A lot of fear around wanting to start over. Starting over is scary, especially if you're starting over from ground zero. But I always remind my clients, you're never starting over from scratch. There is so much of skin in the game, so much of experience that you have under your belt. You are always starting from wisdom. You are always starting from alignment. You're always starting from authenticity. And when you have starts like that, you're always sure to win in the end. But that fear of starting over is real. And it's one of the reasons why a lot of women stick to the version of success that they've created for themselves. And they find it very suffocating and difficult to maneuver and get out of that and into something fresh and new for them. And that's when truly bravery has to come in. A level of bravery to choose where you are in your life and recognize what your life needs for you to truly live in it and experience it with deep pleasure, intimacy, and joy. And one of the biggest lessons I've learned about cultivating bravery in my own life and in the lives of my clients is that bravery is a choice. It's choosing to not carry on a status quo that no longer serves you, but choosing what you deserve, which is peace, joy, happiness. And bravery is choosing the other side. Bravery is choosing what has yet to unfold or what has yet to happen, but choosing it knowing that it is on the opposite side of what you're currently experiencing. So how do we really begin to pivot from this private desire of building a new vision of success and moving that into the public domain? And I'd say that it takes time. There is no need to rush that. It's a personal and very intimate experience and journey that you are on. So don't feel a pressure to perform or pressure to show up, because when you do that, you are out of personal alignment and you're just right back playing to other people's expectations. Second thing I would say is to give yourself so much grace. And as a high achieving woman, I know that that is very difficult to do because we are rooted in performance and in habits of execution. The goal is for us to also balance that with habits of presence and habits of grace and holding ourselves with love and with intention and with care. You have to let yourself give birth to the new version of you and not pressure yourself. Can we promise that we are not going to pressure our unfolding and we're just going to allow ourselves to experience right where we are and learn? Learn about ourselves, learn about this new version of success that is unfolding for us. And last but not least, plan your next season in silence without the noise of the general public, without their projections, without their expectations, without their opinions and their dumping on you. Plan it in silence with your thoughts, with your energy, with your aura, with your alignment. Hear your voice, hear your heart, so that you can make the decisions that feel so right to you in this present moment. And get excited. Most importantly, get excited about this new phase that you are moving into, this new version of success that you're moving into. And know that the people that love you, the people that rock with you, the people that continue to look out for you are the ones that will be there with you, are the ones that will journey with you, are the ones that will stick with you. I hope that this video resonates with you. I hope that you felt a little bit more seen. I hope you felt like, yeah, she was talking to me. I want to thank you so much, particularly my Instagram ladies, for connecting with me on that post, for being here. If you desire to hold more space on this conversation. And if you need somebody to hold your hand, then please do apply to work with me in a one-to-one capacity. I look forward to working with you. So outgrow that old version of success and let's celebrate and get excited and welcome this new version of success that you are breathing. I see you, sis. You go do the thing. Go bravely.